Far out! Welcome back. So, Empyrean Galactic Survivalists, I will give you another video. So, where I left off, let's see. I just ran across my ores, at least part of my ores, from another game, and I was able to recover them uh, by using the survival weapon thingy. I don't know what you call it. And so I was able to get a ton of copper. That was cool. Um, Basically, where I'm at right now is I need to make a pad, spawn pad. Not necessarily that big a one. I just need to make one. It's currently, well, I don't know if it works offline. I can walk up to it. It'll probably tell me. But I need to make a ton of biofuel. Biofuel is I don't know. I can't find any promethium, so the only other option I really have left is biofuel. I'm sure there's probably some on the planet somewhere, but the quickest way to explore the planet is either with a SV or an HV, and the most affordable. A CV will explore it just about as fast, but well, faster than HV, but a capital vessel isn't really in my grasp right now, even though I could technically build it due to level alone. So, the level's good. Um, I don't know, I just had a quick idea. It probably isn't a great one, but, well, let's see if these things were producing while I was offline. It would be pretty obvious if they were, but I kind of doubt that they were. Some kind of animal over there. I don't know. That's quite a lot of biofuel for not being producing online. Anyway, give me that 15. I'm gonna head straight for that. Oh, not an animal. Dudes. Lots of dudes. Oh, whoa. How did I miss that? That's a neodymium. I'm grabbing all these I can, man. I know it's gonna come down to a point where it's like I'm just gonna need neodymium, and there's gonna be nothing around to give me any. So any I can get on my way over to the mine over there would be gravy. So yeah, my plan is just to head over to this iron mine over here, and I'm going to mine the crud out of it, and hopefully build a spawn pad out of metal. Whoa, that was one. Yeah, I can spot them now. I got eagle eye on these things, man. What was that? That didn't sound like a dude. I think that's just ambience noise. 3 in a row. Not bad. Not bad at all. Clearly I'm going to need a ton of these, but that'll do. That'll do very nicely. Now at least. Might as well grab this while I'm at it. Let's see, where are we at now? Just go straight ahead. Might as well keep picking these. Ooh, piece of candy. Let's see, where does that leave me? I only get 1 per each? Oh, it looks like I got 60 of them though total. That's pretty darn good. I will definitely take 60. Unfortunately, I need about 500, but 60 is good. It's a good start. Can't complain. Keep moving. Got level 10. Alright, I'm out of stamina. Good time for motorbike. A little bit to the right. There we go. Oh, eagle eye. Gotta get those eagle eyes. Yeah. I will crawl my way to the top, man. I will. People around here probably making bases built out of stone, and not me, man. Not me. I'm going for a capital vessel. I think I'll be satisfied when I'm landed on Valera. Just chilling, kicking back, eating whatever I want to eat with a capital vessel. That's when life's made. These guys are concerned about when it wipes. I'm telling you, this thing never wiped last time. It was ridiculous. I was on this thing for a long time. Very, very long time. And never wiped. Wipe means complete erasers or like anything in it. Anybody's made gets erased. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They have it so you can move your ship to another planet or whatever. It's kind of cool in that sense, I guess. If you're into that kind of thing. Fortunately, the turn isn't really the same way. Yeah. Well, you know, it does kind of remind me. I probably should dim the volume a little bit on my game. Just a little. There we go. Hopefully that works. I'm going to dim it a little bit on my headset. Wow, it's already 11? Let's go down to like 10. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better for you guys. I was looking through the past video and there was a lot of like mumbling that you probably couldn't hear. So you turned the volume way up. But, yeah. Hey, it gave a good first person experience. What? Why is there already a hole? What the hell? Oh, it said 90%. I guess somebody dug a straight hole and managed to get out somehow. That or they suicided at the bottom. Or they logged out at the bottom. I wonder if you log out at the bottom and you log back in. Well, I know that he would be able to attack me. I'm not really thinking about that though. I'm just thinking about the fact that how I logged out with that ship sitting there. If you automatically get spawned back to the top for a second or something, until it registers that there's a hole in the ground where you dug. That might be an interesting tactic. Yeah, because he's not getting out of this one, that's for sure. Shit. This is a big hole. With a lot of iron. I will not be in need of iron after this, that is for certain. It's kind of a manage to get myself back up type of deal here. While getting iron is the idea. So I would normally like sort of build like a rampway around, you know, circular sort of stairs. Yeah, this is not the fun part, that is for sure. But, you know, make yourself a T2 drill and you won't have to deal with these problems. But, yeah, until that point, you have to deal with these problems. Not too terrible. Got a little bit of plant fiber on me. I don't think I have a survival constructor on me. So I'm guessing when I make a suit, it'll give me a jetpack. It's going to be nice. And underwater breathing apparatus. It's going to be nicer. So until then, let's see. Kind of planning out my next move as I go. You know, that's kind of how you got to run in this game. That's pretty far down the line, but I got a lot of time to think. I'm going to need those Pentixin crystals for warp fuel, but I'm going to need a suit in order to retrieve them, because there are no submersible craft in this game as of yet. So I will have to build a CV capital vessel before I build a suit. Yeah, I don't think I can make a suit with a medium constructor. You know, I'd be surprised. And then I guess I could, if I could do that, then I guess I would go looking for crystals fairly quickly. A little bit more quickly than I normally would. But, I don't know. It's not really too concerning at the moment. But further on down the line, yeah, I'll have to make a capital vessel before I go find crystals. So that kind of provides a little bit of a challenge. Let's see what else. Next on the list is obviously going to be making a hover vessel. I'll probably make it out of this iron I'm mining right now. Just build a ton of blocks. I think I need a core. Yeah, I'm gonna need a core. That's alright. That's okay. Worst comes to worst, I'm just gonna need some more trees, which I need to do anyway for the biofuel. For the plastic raw material. I'll still call it plastic raw material. Carbon substrate. Anyway. So yeah, that's kind of how I managed to do that. That's pretty fair. I went up a little bit in elevation. But let's see. I'll need carbon substrate to make it. I'll need more copper, which obviously isn't a problem. That's alright. Doing great on copper ever since I found that 156 from the last mine that I did. Let's see, what else? I'll put this in defensive mode. You know, God forbid a guy comes up behind me and knifes me, and I with a friggin' defensive tool. That would just, I would be pretty peeved. So next on the list is a hover vessel, and once I have a hover vessel, I won't be making any XP from gathering ore, but ore collection is just bar none. It's really quick, no problem. Apparently there's some new button that you have to push to get the drills to activate. Yeah. I usually just take them off of the multi-tool and put them back on. They seem to work. I don't know why they did that, but apparently there's some button. I can't remember what button is or how to use it. It might be problematic. But yeah, from the hover vessel, it's pretty much easy street, other than trying to keep the dang thing fueled. You know, that's always a problem. I was doing some thinking while offline. If if I put the biofuel in and take the biofuel out in the form of Promethium packs, I'm pretty sure that it gives me more. I could be mistaken, but yeah. But that's how you come back and you get like all the freaking iron. It's like no problem when you have it on that. I mean, the only problem you have to worry about is running out of fuel. That's it. And like I said, it's much faster than doing this, that's for sure. And it's faster than T2 drill, actually. So, yeah, once I have the hover vessel, I'll be on easy stream, pretty much. Let's see here. Just about. Got a little chunk of rock out of the way. So, relatively good standing. Okay. Don't fall in the hole. Gotcha. Can I go slowly around the hole? Probably. So, when you fall in a pit, that's how to deal with it. It's the best way, usually. If you have a few these drill things on you, biofuel, that's how to deal with it. If you don't have it on you, if you just have plant fiber, you can do it. You're just going to have to, well, instead of drilling for the ore, go ahead and drill for this stuff. And hopefully you can drill just enough rock to get yourself a survival constructor and get out of here. You know, based on the amount of plant fibers or trees you have, tree trunks, logs. It takes a while. Don't get me wrong. It definitely takes a while. But, you know, my friend, he really got quite frustrated when playing this game because he ran into that exact problem where he sort of fell in a pit. And, you know, players that have been playing this for a long time say, oh, mining, it's nothing. It's really easy, no frills, etc., etc. I'm just like, you know, you do have to think a little bit about it. There is a little bit of tactic involved that'll help you out. Let's just say that. You saw before I entered, I just snatched 15 biofuel, because that'll get you out of pretty much any situation in this game. 15 biofuel on a T1 drill. So, yeah. You just don't want to be stuck in the pit and not be able to get out. That's the whole idea. You can get out of the pit, it's okay. When you're stuck in the pit, you're stuck in the pit. Oh, come on now. Is it just me or am I like hopping around like a jackrabbit or something? Come on, dude. I'm out. I know I'm out. Just let me out. It just doesn't want to give me the last little bit. You know, it's like you're gonna have to work for that last 10%. Watch that be the hole right there. It's not. Thank God, it's not. That would really suck. I'm like just stuck on like the corner of it. It doesn't want to let me out of the pit. It's like, I know we have to. Can't you just stay a little bit longer? No. I really wish I could, but I gotta get moving on. So out of that little mess, I got 297 ore, which is equivalent to almost 300, almost 600 iron thingies, you know, ingots. That's enough for me. Is that enough for you? So I think some more wooden logs are in order before I head back. It's not exactly the ideal weather to be camping by my base anyway. If I get shot at, I can always just sort of GTFO. Whoa, my microphone just freaked me out when I turned the light off. I don't like that. I'm just hoping not to lead people back to where I'm trying to set up a little bit, or hang out around there for that matter. I don't know, I should probably find a better spot. I just don't know where, you know. Whatever, I'm gonna build it, and hopefully it'll remain for long enough for me to rip it down. And maybe on the way back I'll get lucky and, you know, come across a few more of those neodymium stones. That would be ideal. You know, it's interesting to me, though, that I think they pretty much cut out, like, unless the temperatures are super extreme, I don't think it really bugs the guy anymore. Because it used to be really bad. Like, once you're, like, if you have like a symbol, like a red symbol like that on my, just under my radar on the top right, I would start freezing and would say, "You're dying of hypothermia. You need to get warm, dude." And that would be like a problem in my case. But I could take care of it, and it would just, you know, add to the difficulty, I guess. So yeah, trees. Many trees. So many trees. I thought I heard like an animal. What? Oh yeah. Biofuel. Yeah. I got fuel on the brain a little bit. As I recall, it takes a lot to make a ship move, or a hover vessel for that matter. So, I'm a bit interested in that at the moment. I wish I could, like, break fuel packs down back into pellets, though. That would be awesome. Possible. I don't know. It probably is easier than I think. There's probably just a... Oh, there's a dude. I see him right there to my left. Right by that mushroom bush. Just one or two. It's just one. I don't need to kill him. It's fine. If he comes for me, he's gonna be meat. That. This tree moving. Kind of got to be careful in PvP zones, you know. But you know, the thing about me with PvP zones is I'm always looking out. And, like, it's the second that I'm not looking out is when they strike. I don't know why it works out like that. It's just that's the way it works out. They used to have the moon on Akua is what they used to call it. Now they call it Elaine. They used to have it as a PvP zone. Just on the moon. But it did make for some interesting battles. But unfortunately, the way that planet's laid out is that's the only way to get Sathium and Neodymium. So... people are really angry about it because people just build these massive bases that would just shoot people down out of the sky, and it would be like lag shots. It's like, by the time I saw the lights, it was too late. It's about the easiest way to describe it. and I like took a screenshot of my ship one time, and I was like, what the heck could have possibly done this damage, man? It was just like blown in half. I was just like, what? So that's why I'm just not fond of PvP battles. But, that's the advantage of being a new person, you know? You don't know. You don't know all the scariness, all the, you know. I had a ship one time where I put the core in the top of the ship, and it wasn't even connected to the ship except for like a little bar in the back. And I got hit with something. I don't know what the hell it was. If it was base or another ship or whatever it was, but it like layers of combat blocks. Layers. Like 3 layers of combat blocks around the entire like core. Because back then that was the only thing you could fire at was the core. It went through 3 layers of combat blocks, completely ignored them, did like 50 damage to the combat blocks, and managed to hit the core. I was just like, what the hell, man? You know, I try to like this game, and then something like that happens, and I'm just like, oh, screw that. Oh, man. Those were the days. We would just go into space like, hey, you want to see whose ship's better? Sure, I think I could pull it off. You know, pull it off means like, try to like have enough stuff on you where if you die a few times, you're alright, you can make it home. So, anyway, we had some times. I still to this day make the lightest possible, cheapest ships, but hey, you know, I guarantee you I could get off this planet today. Out of this solar system, you know? So, not everyone can say that. They're like, oh, well, I need like a gazillion and a half of Saphium, so I'm going to be stuck here forever. I'm just like, not me, man. I'm out. I'll go to another planet and make my ship. I actually have like a few now, too. There's this one that somebody was saying was awful, but it was ginormous. And I kind of want to make that one. It was ginormous. I like big ships. Big ships are cool. They just cost a lot and eat up a ton of fuel. Speaking of fuel, should be doing pretty good now. Let's see where we're at. Oh, God almighty. If you want a heart attack, play this game. I mean, it's not that he's like a threat or anything, it's just like, wow. I thought my heart jumped a little bit, that's alright, that's okay. Anybody else? Okay, nobody for now. What do you got on you? Anything good? No. Where are we at? 80 logs? I could do more. But it's okay, it's alright. I hit home now. Wow. No, I did. I jumped in my chair. And I've played Dead Space, so that's saying something, you know? Let's see here. Remove on approach. So if you recall from my last video, the way I did that was I pushed M, right-clicked on the point, and then it brought up that menu, and now I'm able to see the portable constructor through everything, so I can head in the right direction. Comes in handy. Really wish I could be, should probably go on my motorbike. I can't see anything though, and I just want another neodymium rock. I was getting so many. Life was so good for a minute there. And now it's just sort of not so good. Anyway. I get on the bike so I don't have to deal with those creeps. Those guys are scary. Can be difficult navigating in the dark though, that's for sure. Last thing I need to do is get killed by somebody when I'm doing this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to split that iron ore in half. And I'm going to just straight up make... You know what, if I cook them down to ingots, it's going to go way faster. So I'm going to cook half of them down to ingots. If I can find the dang ingots. There they are. That'll be way more than enough. And I'm going to take this other half. And I'm going to make steel blocks L. As many as I can make. And that should do something at some point. Let's see, until then, let's go ahead and stack up the spoiled food. We're going to need some more food. Relatively shortly. I guess I could turn my settings up so I could actually see anything, but, whatever. I think on my graphics card I can turn it up to vivid and stuff. Alright, well at least the rain stopped. That's a start. Okay, so it's cooking down ingots and making blocks. All I need is a little spawn pad. I will have to make a core, and I will have to make... Well, I'm on the top of a mountain, so I don't think I need to make elevator blocks. It might come in handy to blueprint the design for later use, because it's not always easy knowing exactly what size a ship is going to be. So I could probably do that too. So all these, most food and most everything has a perish time. But if you have a fridge, it'll last for as long as the fridge is active. There used to be a bug where you could put it in a food processor and it would essentially live forever. But I guess they took that bug away. RIP. Which is fine. It just adds to the challenge. Challenges are welcome. I could make another constructor, and I could start cooking down silicon. Ideally, I want to get as much as I can ready for the capital vessel as I can in the library. Builds a good foundation. Let's see, what do I need to make that? Just 3 iron ore? Sure. I just happen to have 3 right there. So actually what I want to build first is elevator blocks. Under devices? Oh, I think I have to unlock them probably. I don't know. It's a base or a capital vessel. It doesn't matter. All elevator blocks. There you go. Unlock. I'm going to need a core, which is going to be problematic, I'm guessing. Perhaps. Let's see. Nope, I can get a base starter right there. Okay, and then capital vessel. What am I doing? It's called elevator blocks. I think it would be under building blocks. Perhaps I'm wrong. Devices? I can't build elevator blocks in a survival constructor? I just unlocked it. Is there a different one for base? No. It says CVBA. Elevator block. Pretty sure you can make an elevator block in here. What's going on? Am I just not seeing it? It doesn't have to be an elevator block. It won't make elevator blocks. Okay. Alright. Have to think this one through. Another thing is water generator. You want to get a water generator going. The only thing you can't make in space is water. Pretty much. I don't know. You can make emergency rations all over the place, but you can't make a water generator. So, not a bad thing to have. Water. Let's see, once this is built, I'm going to want it to build me a lot of blocks. Let's see how far this is on as blocks. It's already 40 in. It's a pretty good start. I think I'm going to leave this one alone at the 290 iron. Keep the ingots on me. Okay, 9. Isn't that a base starter? No. That's a base starter. Oh, good lord. Okay. Is there a particular reason I can't build this? There's a resource deposit nearby, so I can't build a base? Good lord, how far do I have to go to make a base? The unfortunate part is, okay, that'll work. Right? I can hack down trees if they're in the way, right? Okay, so, that's how you make a base. You build a base starter, throw it on the ground. It's a good start. Oh, then you're going to want, you got to put some blocks on it. Oh, you get F5. It's your drone. F5 is drone. 2, 3. It's pretty much the same movement. C, space. But this way you can measure it better. Quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, no. that's 4. I know it's 4 just by looking at it. Okay. So 4 by 4, and let it come out a little bit. Hopefully this won't crumble. That would really peeve me off. That's a lot of metal to throw away. Let's go ahead and throw one down here just in case it does want to do that. And that's 40 blocks, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see, it doesn't take much to take up that much. Okay, so next on the list is begin process of the HV Turbo Snail, which I can afford. Start production. So in 12 minutes it'll be done. There are ways you can speed it up by putting in components and such. It looks like I have quite a heavy-duty amount of biofuel, which is good. Should I stop production on that? Shh. I heard something. Oh, it's so dark until I do that, huh? Just walk around in scope mode. I'm really glad I found these weapons, because I actually feel pretty good about PvP if I have to. No, we're good. I'm tripping. I thought I heard some grass moving. Okay. I don't have any more iron, do I? No, I got 304. Okay. See what I'm saying? Could have sworn I heard something. That's like night vision right there. If I could just walk around with that. Anyway, I'm just tripping. It's fine. It's not too big of a deal to trip in this game. Don't feel ashamed. It did put a tick on the radar, though, that base thing. So, do need to be wary of that. Take what I got there. I guess I probably could have made that closer to the time that I would have needed to spawn in my dealie. You know, whatchamacallit, right? Hover vessel. this is cheese. If I could just sit here like this, right? Heck, I could probably get a bird's eye view. I'm just saying, you saw I was about to take that person's base when it was just made of rock. You make one out of iron, they're gonna come out of the woodwork. So gotta defend, man. Comes down to it. I'm only really paranoid because there's like a lot of people online right now. A lot of people. I mean, I could just log out and come back, but chances are my stuff would be gone by then. Let's see, I got a few bandages. What am I doing on food? Well, that guy's done. Let's see if I can just straight up make a steak. What? What do I need? Oh, unless you have a better constructor, you can't actually make plant protein into meat. Good to know. What else can I make with plant protein? Yeah, why not? Got all these moss scrapings from killing all of those guys. I'm just letting it spoil. Might as well actually see something out of it. Protein. That's what I just threw in here, right? Where'd all my food go? I'm thinking get a few more bandages on me. I'm not gonna invest in food. Because, you know, what you have in your inventory is usually a good thing. And on this planet, you need bandages. Anything to boost your health. This would provide some cover, if nothing else. No way. Can I really do that? Hello, hello. That's cool. Is that how you do it? No. But you can hide your constructors. Constructor. Why do I only have one? What? Did this game just screw me out of a constructor? I think it did. And now I gotta like try to remember what was in that damn thing. Did I pull the biofuel out of it? I know one works. Now I have none. Okay, that's like a glitch that the game does not like at all, does it? This is not good. This is very bad. Do I have biofuel? Yes, I have biofuel. Wow, okay, alright. Well, that is a glitch. It's an interesting one at that. It can be used to your advantage, or disadvantage, like it just ripped me off right there. What you're going to do is you're going to make like 3 survival constructors and put an equal amount of whatever you want in them, and basically you put that tent on when you got to leave the area for a long, long time. Friggin' sakes. I didn't put my Neo in there, did I? I didn't have anything good in there. No, I got my Neo on me. All of my copper's gone. Yep. All of my copper's gone. It told me I could do it. You saw it tell me I could do it. I did it, and look what happened. All my Azelene Plasma T6 is gone. Man, that sucks balls, man. What the hell was that? So what I'm gonna need is another survival constructor. Best way to make one is to have that hover vessel going, and hopefully I have just enough biofuel on me to make it so I can just make more biofuel. I don't know. I do not know, sir. I know. Oh God. Bugger off. Just see, I want nothing to do with you. Man, can't you guys do anything except sit there passively and sit there and defend off? God, man, that sucks. Ugh. That's so stupid. It's okay. It's alright. I should have whipped out my friggin' laser pistol or something, man. Stupid. I wonder if I did a fresh spawn, if it would have... Oh, God. Oh, God. They're gonna want blood. Damn it, I hate this shit. Let's see if I can get it with this. Yes! That's the winning move right there. Use your drone. These punks want a piece of me, I swear. It's just like, dude, I don't have it. Is that a ship? Anyway. Sounded like a ship. I hope it wasn't a ship. If it was a ship, I'd be in trouble. Alright, punks. You really want a piece of me, huh? Didn't even get a bite in. Ugh. You know, It's times like those that you just go, man, I need a ship. This just won't do it anymore, man. I'm hearing something to my left. All I was trying to do is get a rock, man. You hear that too, right? I'm playing this game too long, that's a problem. It's okay though. It's alright. 10 minutes, my ship will be ready. We'll be on Easy Street. I need to get my Neo, right? Oh, that's gold ore. I thought that was Neo. Where the hell is my Neo? Oh, there it is. I don't know where the hell I got gold ore, but whatever. Sure, man. Thanks. It just says completed, but it didn't... Whatever. Yes, I can definitely spawn it. That's very good news. Does it have a constructor built in? I don't remember. No, it doesn't. Uh-huh. Well, that's bad news. Y is turn off. I'm not familiar with this menu. Escape. Okay. P. Main. Power off. I have to figure out what to do. I know what to do. Power off. Power off is Y. I don't know why my radiation's high now. Salvage. Okay. How long is it going to take to do this exactly? Way too friggin' long. Huh. Okay. Let's try this again. I said I knew what to do. There's some silicon ore. The problem is I need ore in order to make this. Silicon, iron, and copper. Copper is around here. Are my drills engaged? No, they are not. Why are my drills not engaged? Because I have to hit that button. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and hit lights. I don't need to make myself that visible. Okay. Left alt. Left alt. Zoom out with the button. Okay. Okay, so silicon, I could just dip in there for a second. left mouse button is going to be zoom in, maybe? I used to be able to see stuff. This, let's see, L is light. T is light. Logistics. L's the light. There's light. No, L is light. This will make quick work of this. Still seeing silicon. Space bar is hover higher. C button is hover less. Out of here. It's alright until I fall all the way back down. That is. How's my minutes? Power usage, something or other. Power level 5. I can suffer a few fails at getting out of this thing. Isn't giving me crushed stone in a friggin' silicon pit, dude. I better have silicon out of this. I'm not sure what exactly it's doing. Which way's up? Okay. And we're out. Okay then. Lights off. We're worrying about punks on the ground. That's always a good thing. Okay, let's see what I got for silicon. P, devices, harvest. Where's harvest? Cargo box, harvest, access. 231 silicon. That's probably enough. Well, you can get stuff on the ground too. You just have to hit drop drill, just like on the regular drill. So I'm going to keep my eyes open for copper. That's what I really need right now. More silicon. I'm trying to think where that copper deposit was. There was tons over there. Pretty sure it was towards the Ventex. Is that some right there? Well, we did get the hover vessel. That's one small step for, what the heck is that? Anyone? That's worth looking at. Plant protein, apparently. Not seeing a hint of copper. Not a good thing. The good thing about having a ship like this is you can haul butt. And I have 40, no. Apparently 175 minutes to do so. Interesting. What happens if I turn that, the drills off? A little bit more. Fair enough. Exploring we shall go. First person isn't the greatest in this thing, but it does help navigating this. Oh god, that's a rockle. Ooh. Kill power. If I could take them out. Ton of XP. And he's going to give you stuff you can't get. Sathium, Terrestrium, Silicon, Copper. Let's hit the turrets and weapons and power. And ground rock drill. Bit of Neo in there. Copper. So all I need now is some, what is it called? Meteorite incoming up. Shift and space. Hold it. Sometimes it takes a while. Not the best weather, that's for sure. Do I have any iron on me? Or no? Okay. Back to it then. Oof, what was that? I think that was neodymium. No, that wasn't. Some copper. Kind of good being in a vehicle too, because the stupid raptors can't get me anymore. Can't really get my way out of that tight situation. What else we got in here? Buggy Marsh status, man. That's iron. I know that. Look, where is that thing? Am I on top of it? Where'd it go? Couldn't have already grabbed it, right? Harvest. No, I did already grab it. Alright, so I can make a survival constructor. Whatever I call it. Constructor thingamajig. could clean out in a hot minute. I need neodymium. And I got a feeling it ain't gonna be easy to find. They will attempt to eat at your ship though, so just be wary. That's gold ore. Damn, I've never seen that before. That is a rock, isn't it? Pentex is over there when I'm ready for it. Ruins. There's another golem. Let's see if I can get enough room on him to take him out. Seven. They hurt really bad when they hit you, so you don't want them to hit you. I don't like the sound of that sound. He'll even hit me, I know he will. He's a punk. I don't know what I got off of that guy, but I got some good stuff off him. What are we up to? 78. Man. Just need so much of that stuff. It's ridiculous. Well, I could head back home. Other than the fact that I'm not too familiar with which actually is at this point. Because I kind of lost my place. Oh, I have a base though, that's right. Where is that base? And I can put a harvester on here too to get trees. Oh, shoot! Just by harvesting that rock guy, like, the Talon guys didn't like me a lot. A whole lot. I'm not trying to make myself look too obvious. What the hell is that? It's just a weird shadow. Okay. But at the same time, I need to find rocks. Every time I dip into the ground, the Talons hate me. They're like, dude, don't dig here. Just, all I want is your rocks, dude. I'm kind of interested in your ground. Is that gold ore? Let's take a look at this a little closer. V. That's gold ore, I think. Yeah, that's gold ore. Interesting. Oh my god, would you look at that spider, huh? That looks like one of the meter ones. If I were to guess. Stuck. How can these Talons just be like, oh, it's just a nightmare, no big deal? Like, dude, kill that thing, man. Should be lots of stuff. Where am I headed again? Over here. How am I doing on fuel? Money. This thing used to get way worse fuel, but I think it was like hover vessels all got pretty much bad fuel because it was almost static the way it would calculate. Like I would shut off all kinds of systems and it would be like, no, still that same amount. I'm like, fine, let's leave it all on. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a mushroom. Like a base for a second, I was like, oh my god. I'm probably the most dangerous thing out here, but it's alright. Stupid nightmare. So I could build a harvester module too, and put it on the front of this thing, and that would make life pretty darn easy as far as fuel goes. I'm gonna go ahead and park this under. Or at least out of the way-ish. Alright, so got my iron, got my silicon, got my copper. Might as well mingle those in too. Okay, and then hit tab, survival constructor, portable constructor. That output survival tool will go in the trash. Let's see. Oh, gonna need an EVA boost. That's okay though, I got gold where I can make an EVA boost. That's alright. But I really need some damn bullets. This is pathetic, man. Let's get this guy going. So, if all fails, luckily they added this little feature in where normally it has stats. You just click it over survival constructor, and with 3 iron ores, 2 silicon ore, and 1 copper ore, not ingots, you can remake your portable constructor. Otherwise, I'd be pretty SOL right now, as far as that's concerned. Crap. Get away from my base, dude. You don't belong here. I never liked you. Oh god, that hurts. What is that? Alien parasite? That is not good. I'm probably gonna die from that one. Open wound fracture. Not getting better, is it? Okay. 9. Okay. Alien parasite fever attack. How do I get rid of an alien parasite? This is not good. I don't think I can get rid of an alien parasite, to be honest. Open wound, dermal burn, frostbite, necrosis, open wound, dermal burn. Poisonous, no. Dermal parasite. I can't really get rid of an alien parasite with that. I have to have an injection, which I can't make. I am a duck. A dead duck. A very, very dead duck. That's alright. That's what I get for not having any... Oh god. That thing was in my hands. That better be in my damn pack when I dropped it. I'm gonna be really angry. Current location. Friggin' steak. Oh, not to mention, I probably lost my med pack I had. Why is it raining again? It wasn't raining a second ago. Ridiculous. Okay, so I still have it, right? Where's that constructor? Yes. Okay. So now that I can make this constructor, it's very easy to assume that I can throw some ore in there, along with some ingots. Oh, food poisoning, poisonous bite. No, that won't do it. Make myself. Oh, I have to unlock it. F3. Hover vessel. And it would be under Mobile Constructor HV. Pretty sure I can make one in here. I can, but I need a motor, which requires this. Don't ask me why. So I'm gonna go ahead and like kick it in here while that's doing it. Ugh. So now that I have this hover vessel, I'm gonna bump it up a notch. I could make a better one, but I would rather just go straight for the kill shot. I'm hoping that that thing will be able to melt down neodymium ore into ingots. Otherwise, I don't. How am I supposed to come up with 1185 neodymium? You know, I don't know. So otherwise, I'm just gonna keep roaming around, picking up ore, and probably end up just building a constructor on top of that base I just built and powering it. Which will send the drones after me. At least that used to be the trigger. But yeah, the drones are not fun. The drones, they come after you. They destroy you quite often. So anyway. That's why I try to avoid it. If I can. Give me it, maybe? Oh, mute the alert sound. Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe those drones are still around, man. So all I gotta do for this guy is somehow get on top of this. Well, actually, I could have used my drone. Let's see. I usually put it in the 2 slot, right? So I have the pistol in the 1 slot. Okay, 2. Salvage. Insert changes the axis. So pink's going to be roly-poly. Please assign container the drop down. What? Cargo box? So I guess cargo box 1? Sure. I don't get why it's not just like the other constructor, but you know, whatever. Hopefully it just works the same, that would be nice. Player. I don't understand this thing, dude. Why do you have to make it so damn complicated? Logistics. HP turbos now. Ugh. What the hell is that thing? Access device. Access a device that uses a assigned container. Connect to container on the right. Cargo box to... No. Why the hell would I want it to go to the fuel? What the... Ugh. They used to make it so simple. Just hit P again. It's under mobile constructor. Okay. Why is it locked? Whatever. It looks like I can do it. Neodymium ingots. Oh yeah. No Sathium? Sathium? Nah, far out, man. Cool. So all I gotta do is like hit on button. And I'd set this up a long time ago to be actually pretty cool, where I could just hover engine, power, ignition, off, ignition front, off, and keys are the RCS. But that would be the lowest possible consumption of power that it could do. Which isn't bad. It's fluctuating between 2 and 25% because I can't quite decide what the hell's going on. Looks like I still got plenty of fuel. You know, it's funny, they put an auto brake. I'm thinking that's just the same as having thrusters front. I don't know how to hook that up though, but... So, ingots are cooking. Portable constructor's on me. I might as well just salvage this thing, because that is a lot of iron. But at the same time, it's just too slow to salvage, and I'm gonna need something a little quicker than that. So I guess my next step would be, well, getting some food in my belly, which is expired. Does that alien parasite? No. Just checking. I would have been really pissed if it would have. I don't think anything does alien parasite except for shit. Damn, he's right next to the alien plasma too. I got my tube. I'm satisfied. Why does it... Is it just me, or has it been night and raining for like the last 3 days? What is it with this game right now, man? It's like, oh, you got a hover vessel. We don't like you now. Oh. Okay. Alien plasma T6, plant protein, spoiled food, more spoiled food, wood logs, plant fibers, alien thorn. Do I have a fridge on board? I'm pretty sure I don't have a fridge on board. What in the hell? Okay, I need to make a fridge real quick. P. Yeah, there's definitely no fridge. Okay, so... Constructor. Let's get a fridge going. Probably have to unlock it. P. No, F3. Hover vessel, fridge. And that should unlock it for the capital vessel as well. Not that it really matters. Now P. And main devices. Constructor. Let's see, where would a fridge be? Didn't I tell it to start cooking ingots? Sure, go to 2. I don't care. Just make something happen, dude. What the hell are you doing? Fridge. Okay. Where are you going? I don't know why they had to make it so complicated. And maybe it makes it easier for some people that have like force or constructors or something. I don't know. I always only go with one constructor. I don't think people realize just how much power they consume. Output is in cargo box 2. It looked like when I made the input without an output, it went into the same one. So all those ingots I just melted down are in here. Okay. Oh, there's a back button right there. Okay. Making it easy on me. This is good. This is good. We're getting somewhere. Why did I look in here and there's nothing though? This is where you're supposed to go. Oh, cargo box 2. Okay, fair enough. Let's go ahead and close out of that. And I'm going to put that fridge in my hand. And I'm going to get around the back. Salvage. Eight. Left click. Looks good to me, man. Put some mushrooms in there. Yeah. Far out, man. Some grain in there. Herbal leaves, those are good. If I can find some buds, that would be awesome. I don't like how they're right next to the alien plat. Oh, God. They're gonna follow me, too. 100% guaranteed. Ignition front, active. Ignition. They're hitting it, too. You hear that? Keys on. Hover engine on. Bug off. Jeez, man. I gotta get a multi-tool to fix the damn thing. Anyways. That's annoying. Still only, like, not very much of this planet discovered. I wonder what would happen if I just tried to throw on a harvester on the front of this thing. Is there any enemies around? I swear, dude, I'm about to throw a turd on this bad bitch. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't use bad language. I'm like just about to, though. I mean, I'm almost there. I'm just like inches away. Let's turn that sucker on. Let's see here. Mobile constructor. I know I can make one, right? Harvester module. I just need to unlock it. It would be under hover vessel. Harvester module, unlock. It's probably gonna look goofy as hell, but you know, whatever. Mobile constructor, access. Okay. And we're gonna go with harvester module. I don't think I can make a harvester module. Is that right? Is it under weapons? Oh, you know what I can make, though? Yeah, it's under weapons. Yes, sir. Yes, please. Everything, yes. I think I got a gun in here somewhere. That probably not that many. That's kind of excessive. 50. 50 will do. 50 will do just nicely. I don't have very much copper, though, do I? Well, do what you can do. Okay. Main. And powered up. Those lights going again. Rock drill. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of go like a southeastern pattern or something like that, maybe. I don't know. I've pretty much already gone down there. I need another copper. This time I need to not lose my friggin' thing to a glitch. That's what needs to happen, basically. Essentially, that'd be a good thing. Ooh, more Neo. The Neo is so precious. My precious. Copper. I'm gonna run out of food like really quick now, so kill it. Ooh, there's some Neo right there. Look at that. I don't like that sound. Ugh! Alien parasite again? Oh my god. First bite, I get an alien parasite. Shit, man, I gotta get the hell out of here. Yeah, I know. 206 health. I'm just watching it fade away. Come on. Get the hell out of these swamps, man. Alright, I'm just about to die. So you gotta pick a good spot to die. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I get out for a quarter of a second, grab some neodymium, and just off with his head. See what I mean? It's just... Current location. Alright, you know what? I take that back. I don't want a gun. I want my friggin' turbo snail to have a gun. That's what I want. These guys are just... They're intentionally peeving me off. So I'll throw it at them. They're not gonna like it. Cargo box, fridge, cargo box. Power. I have to keep the power on. Constructor. You have to keep the power on for the what are you drifting around for? The friggin' thrusters are off. See, that's the thing I hate. You turn the thrusters off, but it's not really the thrusters because the friggin' stupid hover engines are still on. Anyway. Devices. Constructor access. Okay. 150 should be more than plenty. If I take away its nitrocellulose, it won't make it. If I take away its iron, it won't make it. Where is its iron? Right there? I can't remove it? What is that? This view here is read only. Cancel? Whatever. Cargo box. 2, 3. I'm just gonna rename it output. It's gonna take some getting used to, that's for certain. Put our laser rifle back in, assault rifle back in. Take that, put it there, put it there. Stupid survival tats. Bitch, if I put this entire thing under there, it would just glitch the entire thing away. Oh wait, no, I need that. Come at me, bro. I got another thing coming if they keep messing around with me, man. Okay, I need to attempt to put this on. This thing is gonna look so stupid. I already know it will. No, actually, not too bad. Not too shabby at all. I mean, I could throw it on the front, but whatever. It's cool. How do I turn the drill on, though? Harvester module? Your weapons are retracted. So I have to drill it at the same time? Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. Okay, let's get the hover engine on. Thrusters. My idea is I'm gonna head back because clearly whatever I was doing, exploring or whatever, was not working. And by the way, I can kill off anything with come on. You're supposed to get the damn thing. You cannot drill this. Pre-switch drill. Ugh. Man, get the hell out of here. You guys are getting on my friggin' nerves, man. So let me get this straight. You want me to take off the friggin' turrets, right? Fine. There's no jetpack. I'm gonna have to remind myself of that like every 5 seconds. Okay. My kingdom for multi-tool with some energy packs. That's fine. This will work out. Just kill like a gazillion trees, go park this back at base, turn off all the power, then take my actual one with a friggin' turret on it and everything and go look for neodymium. So you gotta have a method. You gotta come down with a method. That way I'm getting plenty of fuel. And at the same time going out and doing all the harvesting I need to do. Which is a lot. And I'll keep all my food cool on this one. There you have it. Anything else gonna perish? Nope. Alright. Gonna harvest now? You don't have any drills, dude. What the hell? Oh, all I had to do was hit 2. Well, those Talons are gonna hate me if I keep doing that in their area. Alright, let's go here. Just near that tree, like, completely impossible to break. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, I take that back. This will do fine. This will be fine. I just have to make drills again. F3, hover vessel, drill module T1 mechanical, unlock. Tools. And what the hell? It'd be interesting if I actually get it right. I need to save some points up though. This is getting stupid. Okay. Okay, this is my question. Access device. Okay. Wait, no, go back to that. Go back to that. P. I'm sorry, sometimes it just, you know, I don't know why they did that. They just made something that was so simple, like, 8 times more complicated. I'm just like, why? Why do you need to do that? There's already so many people who don't know what the hell they're doing in this game. Okay, mobile constructor, yes. Okay, cargo box 1. I'm going to put in that, and some nanotubes in that, and hopefully I don't have to actually pay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Main. No. Devices. Constructor. Weapon. And need 4 of those. Wow. I think it just literally took everything that I took from all 4 of those drills and put it into one. So I need to get to finding quite badly. Come on, man. Ooh, damn tree. I got one wood log out of it. Okay. This way then. I'm friendly. I don't want to keep it that way. Little trees just they don't want to cut down. One wood log. I don't understand it. The big ones that go right down, those little tiny ones. Friggin' champs. Oh wait, what? Huh. It's saying that I have 2 drills still, and I know I don't. I don't have any. I think it only gave me the friggin' credit for 2 is what it did. Wow. I can make 1 drill. You know, sometimes this game... Good lord. All I had to do was hit 2. That's all I had to do. Couldn't quite figure that one out, apparently. Maybe it glitched out and I actually have 3? No, I definitely have 1. Seems like a one or the other type thing, doesn't it? Maybe I'm better off with that original plan. My question is, what is it going to require to make another one? That is the question. This game has really not been kind to me, has it? Yeah. Okay, let's go to this one. Start breaking these down into biofuel. P. Constructor. Ugh, I have to put it on the input box. Okay, I can rename it with... How do I remake it? Oh, okay, that'll work. You have to highlight it and push enter. I don't know why. Put that in there. That in there. And, what? Just gonna make tons of biofuel, right? Oh, I have to take it from the cargo box harvest. Put it into the input. Let's see my substrate on me. I got no reason for that. And then devices. Constructor. hell is it making? Oh, it's trying to make more. That's good news. Maybe I'll keep this thing. I don't know. Back and forth. It seems like it just... I don't know. Okay, can you just... I just need to put like 100 on your friggin' biofuel. That's all I need, dude. So you're making fuel while I'm driving around. That's all I need, man. Wait, do I even have that? I don't even know if I have bandages, man. Where is biofuel? Oh, right there. There we go. Anyways, I only got 80 trees apparently by gnawing the hell out of them. But I think you can use harvest box as an input box, so I know that is possible. But I'm pretty sure it'll take a while to go through 60 log anyway, so we can just do it manually. Cobalt deposit, eh? That is tempting, isn't it? Talon territory. Reputation is friendly. I did find the cobalt deposit, though. I'm pretty sure they fixed the glitch, where... Yeah. It used to be like, if you cut power to that, it would, like, get really angry at you. I want these fools to bring it on. Seriously. There's gonna be bodies dropping if they come after me with this thing. I'm so sick and tired of freaking predators killing me, man. Where's that cobalt? Okay, I have to unlock the ore scanner, unfortunately, in order to even see anything in that thing. Output. Power. Main. Devices. Hover engine off. And I think I can do this. Thrusters off. Turn sideways. Salvage. That's gonna come out in pieces, and it's not gonna look pretty. At least that's the feeling I get. I need to find some promethium is what I need. Is it just me, or is that going in a little too far there? Oh, that's another drill, right? Okay then. Back to where we're supposed to be. So devices, hover engine. Oh, I usually put these under the core. So add to group, core. Anything I don't really need to access individually, I just add to the core. You can use the add to last group button as well. Apparently my cockpit's taken 1% damage from all the punks that have been messing with it. Let's see what the output's doing. How are we doing on that? Got a 5. How's the input doing? 142 logs to burn. It's gonna be going for a while. That's good. I like that. Input. Ah! Okay. That should be good. No, hover engines are off. Now the thrusters are off. Okay. Where did that rock go? There it is. There's a lot around here. I'm liking this area. I am very liking this area. That's 3 over there. That was pretty darn good. Iron deposit. I think that's another one right there. I spy with my little eye. 3 neodymium ore. Those guys are really getting on my friggin' nerves, man. That's wonderful. Yeah, I don't know. I've had it just about up to here with all these enemies. I'm about to do the drop. What is the drop, you ask? That's where I throw a friggin' machine gun on top of this thing. Hover vessel. I don't know. I could just make a new one for so cheap, though, you know? It's like... I know that the HV Safe Snail. That's probably it. I don't know, maybe not. Huh. Out of all the friggin' snails I've made, whatever. I'll just make another one. This ship is so easy to modify, that's why I love it. It was based off of the Ladybug design, but I was using that for a while in the open cockpit for whatever. At some point had some sort of glitch where all the exterior I don't know, weather or whatever would affect me while I'm inside of it. So obviously you can see a problem with that. Unfortunately, by doing the modification that I'm thinking of, I'm going to have to use something else as a cargo box. I guess I'll put sure. Okay. See if I have enough points to unlock it. F3. Players level 11. Oh yeah, 273. I was looking at. I thought I had 11 points left. I don't have 11 points. Gatling gun, but I don't want a Gatling gun. I want a turret. Ooh, but I could get a rocket turret. No, I'm not greedy. I'm just trying to make some friggin' kills. Anything else I want to do while I'm at it? I don't even know what a detector does. I have no idea. It's big. That's all I remember. I'm going to need container controller ammo, I guess. It's what they're calling an ammo box now, apparently. Okay. P. Constructor. Man, I kinda need like 2 at this point, huh? Whatever. I got it. It's cool. No, it's not. I need an ore scanner too. F3. Tools, miscellaneous. What the hell's a wireless connection? I don't know, man. There are definitely some new items that I'm just like, I don't know, man. Ore scanner. B. Okay, now I can import all of those thingies. Cargo box, ignition. Constructor. Okay, let's go ahead and abort. So I'm hitting control and left click on the construction queue to abort. Right after that's done, I'm going to hit abort. Okay, whatever. Gonna need an ore scanner, which is under weapons and items, I think. Okay, that'll make it so I can at least go over there and get stuff. And then I'm going to need... Can I not make a turret? I don't think I can make a turret. Honest to goodness, I don't think I can make a turret. Out of the mobile constructor. Yeah, I don't think I can. Well, that's a bummer, man. Let's see where I am on ingots, I guess. Cookies ingots down, maybe? Let's see if I can build a, Dude, but I don't even know if the safe snail has it, man. I don't know if the safe snail is what I named it. I don't know what I would have named it. What I do know is there is a ton of ores under there. And I can work on all that stuff later. Mission front is active. C is lower height. Browse the area a bit. See what we got around here. More Neo. See, the trick is once I get that capital vessel, everything is easy street. It's done. That's basically the game. I mean, anybody who continues playing, you know, it's PvP battle. That's what it's for. It's fun. You always keep a backup ship on Valea, and you set it as your home, and generally you can spawn all the way back to Valea. Maybe I could be wrong on that. I don't know. But, yeah, generally that's game. So I'm looking for Promethium too. I'm thinking it's probably in this irradiated bone type thing out here. That's water apparently. Yep, that's cobalt. You'll find cobalt in this kind of area if you're just searching for rocks. But you'll also find looks like a very scary dip to go in. Why don't we try? Oh, that's underwater. So when you don't have a suit and you don't have oxygen inside of your HV, you can drown, even if you are in a cockpit. Good to know that. Getting that light on, man. I know there's all kinds of rocks around here. Somebody's pissed. Period. Sathium? See, it almost looks like iron, the way it looks. The cobalt ore. But it's not. It's cobalt. It's just a good thing this planet has a temperate environment, otherwise I would be really, really happy to have this SV, or HV. Because all I'd have to do would be throw a oxygen tank in the back, go and harvest some water, and that would be on easy street compared to trying to suck down bottles of O2. Okay, so should I go mine cobalt? I certainly know where it is. I'm just really hoping that hitting all these ones on the ground. Maybe I'll get lucky enough to stumble upon. Huh. Fake mushroom. Dude, why is that thing doing that? Okay, so another option, if you ever get your ship stuck in a glitch like that, you're going to hit tab, because that should actually be closer to the ground right now. When you get out, it's supposed to automatically lower. You go to tab, and you can only do it if you're in the same zone, like same planet. Registry. There it is. You're going to hit show private, and you're going to click that, and then turbo snail. And you're going to go, I think, statistic? No, control panel. And from here, you basically have control of it, and you can just kill the power. Good trick to know. I've seen people with just ships stuck in the air, and they just gave up and left. So, that's a good way to get out of it. Can't dig near the poles. Am I at a... Is this a... Where is it? Apparently it's a pole. Alright. Yeah, drill the right drill mode. I so want that damn turret. They're not that big of a threat, but it's like if I wanted to get out right here, I would be an SOL, because there's just no way that I can get out with 5 friggin' raptors just surrounding me. So, yeah, I want a turret. I want to boot that thing up and hear it go and just blast those fools away. Drop them bodies. So, yeah, I want a turret. So, whoa, that's interesting. It just mirrors that like super interesting. It's tree. Alright, so anyway, that stuff that I was producing was probably done like a half an hour ago. Kill the lights, just in case. Let's, devices, access. Yeah, that was done like an hour ago. I'm pretty sure I have a survival constructor on me. So let's go ahead and cook these down. Oh god. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Iron. Right? Sure. But it will continue to cook down after I want it to, so I need to take out the crushed stone and go put it in the harvest or something. You know, they probably did that because when you're adding stuff to a constructor while it's constructing, that I don't think they could have bypassed that glitch where it just, I don't know, it kind of screws you out of stuff as it's going along. So that would kind of make sense to me. That's why they probably made it more complicated. Fair enough, fair enough. I just wish I knew how to, like, instantly access the damn constructor while I'm in the cargo box that it's linked to. But that's alright. That's okay. Okay. Alright, so when I hit F, oh yeah, huge radiation, usually, around these areas. Library. This is the thing, like, I'm pretty sure the safe snail was me modifying it. That's the turbo snail. I don't understand. I can't calculate in my head that I don't have the damn thing. That's all. Let's see. Let's go to, yeah, why not? Let's go back to the thing. Let's see where I'm at with it. Inquisitor. To factory. Drop in that Sathium. Drop in that Neo. I got 1/10 of what I need. Why did the light just shut off? Did I double click it? Oh god, I hate those guys, man. They follow me wherever I go. I need a mouse pad. Come on, get off the rock. See, that guy would be dead. Iron deposit. Not looking for iron now, are we? Lots of rocks around here. What the hell is that one? I think it's silicone. I could probably just point this thing at the ground and just watch it pick stuff up. Ooh, that's a copper deposit. Where? What's that one? What's that? Hello, beautiful. Meteoroids. It couldn't get prettier than that, except if it's underground. Then it could definitely get prettier. But I don't think it is. This is the Meteoroid Eater. That's what this thing does. Watch. It's on. You gotta have it on ground or meteoroids. Kill the lights. What's that, like, dot on my target? Anybody see it on my radar, that white dot? No, I think that's just a marker. Watch all of it. It consumes so much. It just eats it. I'm using 120% power eating this thing. No more biofuel for me. No, sir. One of these meteoroids is probably enough to power me for the rest of all the way to Korea. Somebody just asked to get burgers delivered to the PvP zone. That's pretty funny. So generally you want to try to stay on top of the meteoroid, but this thing has a lot of power. I'm kind of curious if I just aim right at it, hold W and left click, if it'll just eat the whole thing. Chances are it will. Just gotta stay in the center of that blue mist. I probably could get it done faster. That was pretty darn fast. No way, did it just pop up another one? Holy crap. Let's see if it gives me it. Yeah, please. Oh. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? So the Q and E are roll, by the way, just in case you want to get all fancy with the controls. You will have to learn them later on as well for the... Hold on a second. Oh, God. Forget another one. You will have to learn them later on for the flight controls, but on HVs also, if you're like coming in sideways and you're about to go upside down, you hit shift twice and it'll level you out. It's a good tactic as well. Let's hit the lights again. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. So what do we got? What do we got? 831. Yes. Yes. That's a win. That is a definite win. What do we got? We're getting there. It's coming down to it now, dude. It really is, though. Like before, it was just sort of like, eh. Now it's like, yeah. We got the fuel. All we need is the suit so we can go dig. And a lot of friggin' neodymium. It does make me wonder, though. But now that I do have that, yeah, those guys will hunt me. Man, there's just predators everywhere out here. Okay, so I wanted to see if I could make another ship, basically. Right? Is that what I wanted? I don't know, man. I don't see how this Safe Snail has that much different stuff on it for that little. I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. That's why I'm just like sort of second guessing it. Whatever. I mean, I could go offline and into the editor mode and just throw a thing on there and throw it into my blueprints. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna call it like Uber Snail or something if it's anything. Yeah, point was main devices, constructor. What do I need? Optical fiber. Why? Oh, it's probably all these ingots that are just chilling. Oh wait, go back. Anything else? Oh, put that down here. Input. Okay. Oh, go ahead and put that in there too. And then mobile constructor. And tools. Multi-tool. And multi-charge. Give me 3. Start. Start. That'd be a good start. Light on. Come on, neodymium. All I need is some neodymium. Around the world. Okay, going through the marshlands. This is where you find all the goodies. Also a bunch of bad people. Where was that thing? I just saw that copper around here somewhere. Get lower. There we go. Come on. I know. You want to hit me, I know. That would be like scraping. Got a low ride. We're in the good swamplands. We got a low ride. Oh man, there's an ice golem. I just heard one of them damn nightmares though. Where is he? I didn't have Jack, did he? Yeah, nothing. F2. Inquisitor. To factory. Alrighty then. Did I get bit or something? No, it's just a light. Okay. I can't drill underwater with this thing at all. It does not like the water. What is that over there? Iron? I could do without iron. Get out of here. I hate those things. I don't don't think there will ever be a day where I will stop hating those things. What's that? Silicon? Am I underwater? What is this? Hello! Hello, hello! So they're above ground. Interesting. I'm marking that spot. Why is it? Oh, because I keep getting out. Be a Neo there? Alright. Hit L, hit P, drop it. Thrusters off, devices, fridge. I'm starting to starve. That's not so good. Stick half of that. Constructor. Oh, input. Constructor. Food. Craft max. Sorry, P, hover engine on, main ignition on. Yep. Yeah, that's a big one. I think it counts for more. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Oh, it's one of those guys. I thought I just got nailed with a laser beam from an enemy. It's just one of those guys. Oh! Those guys contain roots and stuff, man. Kill power. I gotta kill that guy. Over here. What? I only killed him because I thought he had seeds on him. They used to have seeds on them, I assure you. Those green slime do, though, and they're usually found in the same spot as those guys. Alright. Find more of those burn-on roots. and I want biofuel. Ah. Hover engine active. Thrusters on. Okay. So yep, still looking for neodymium. 2 hours and something minutes later. Ooh, there's a bud. Yes, 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 yes. If you have buds, you can make and mushrooms. You can make what are they called? Oh, and spice. Spice. You can make emergency rations later on in the game. When you can make emergency rations, then you're really set. Ugh, criminy sake, I hit it like 3 times. It's like, no you didn't. That's your opinion, man. I even have mushrooms, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for those guys. As much as I don't like the swamplands because of those nightmares, alien tubes, or whatever the hell they want to call them. Ooh, Phoenix Fern Prawn, really? Ooh, that's a good one to have, dude. Make some rare stuff with that. You can find them all over the desert planets, sometimes. There is some really harsh weather out here, is there not? For anybody's sake. I'm telling you, ever since I got this friggin' thing, the ship, whatever you want to call it, hover vessel, they have been just murdering the friggin' weather, man. It's murder. Everything's radiated fog. That is... death that. So that was the shift button, by the way. In case the hover vessel's getting all off kilter. I'm not trying to damage the target with the friggin' iron. Okay, here we go. Easy on any water you're going over. Just easy, man. Front dips, let off the gas. Oh man, on V. Keep my eyes peeled. I highly doubt I'd be able to see a meteoroid in this weather. Anything's possible, I guess. Oh, that's definitely underwater. What the heck is that thing moving around? I've been around this planet a few times. There's some, like, risky area over here. I'm not sure what it's all about. Zyrax. That's not good. I'd want to make friends with them. The other guys are not too fun to go against. The Zyrax are downright worst to go against, I think, as I recall. What are Pixie Stocks bundles now? Herbal leaves. I guess, you know, if there were to be neodymium anywhere on this planet, it would probably be in this section. If I was on foot, I would turn back. Careful when you see a person in this one. What are we doing on fuel? 28%. Devices output. This is a good chance to fill your tank. Those chain guns start going, you better start going. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm in hostile territory. I just got a connection error. Uh-oh. Where do I go? What do we do? I don't want to go that way, that's for sure. Really fixed it. That's good. Used to be very difficult to cross water in a hovercraft. The nose would keep dipping in, and every time the nose dipped in, you had to make sure to pull up, otherwise your nose would go all the way in. And, well, let's just say it wasn't a whole lot of fun. Especially when that guy has to have seeds. If that guy doesn't have seeds, I'm not sure anybody in this game has seeds anymore. He has seeds. Space Cave and aloe vera. Not the greatest seeds, I was kind of hoping for... Well... I forgot. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because you can make seeds out of anything. Right? About that. It used to be seeds were like prized possessions. You want to find them. What the hell was that? You wanted to find, you know, like the potato seed or something. I think I'm dragging his dead body as well. That's all right. He'll get lost eventually. Just give it some time. I don't know why I still feel like I'm dragging his dead body along with me. Uh-oh. There are really not a whole lot of mineral deposits in this planet, are there? Yeah, thanks for the copper. Gonna need some neodymium. I don't know. You know, the funny thing about things that say base, you can just walk right up to them and take whatever the heck you want out of them. So, I don't know. I shouldn't be so afraid of them. Excuse me, where is my frigging light? There we go. Okay, those are mushrooms. Those are dinosaurs. There's gotta be more mushrooms over there. Oh, there's some alien plasma. What's that over there? Mushrooms. Alright, that's a good place, any. Kind of really want some burn-on root. I don't know what it does. I just know it's difficult to get on it. Ooh, buds! Buds! Was that a dude? That was definitely a dude. It wasn't a real dude. It was just a alien-like character. If he's after me, he's dead, so I'm not tripping. Not tripping at all. Yep, he's after me. What did I tell you, fool? Don't mess with the tier 2. Dang. I try to tell him. I try to warn him. What do they do? I could probably take that guy on if I wanted to. I don't know. He doesn't bother me. I don't bother him. See? It's simple. It's so simple. I don't know why they can't, you know, other ones can't do that too. No, I'm so hungry, I got to eat you. Man, you better find somebody else, dude. You're not looking at the bottom of the food chain here. Station. That one still sort of interests me. Is it going to shoot at me and make me run? Or is it going to be totally chill and like I go up to it and it like heals my ship or something cool? That would be nifty. There's the damaged alien tower. There's the crashed Titan. Apparently it's right over here. A and D is sidestep. Probably mention that. It's a good way to dodge bullets, though. Field repair station. Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, I could use some parts. What do you got? Did I reload? Let's make it not too obvious that I'm like raiding this thing. Oh wait, oh. They started it, man. Let's look at the horns, man. Oh god, another one? I'm just gonna go over here and craft some ammo. I'll be right back. Does this thing actually like heal anything? Is he clawing at this thing? Okay. Let's see. Bullets. I need some bullets. More bullets. I used to call it 5.7mm round. Anyway. Man, I was trying to get my stuff, and he just totally got in the way. Let's see if I can, hover engine, kill. Thrusters, kill. Lights off. He's just sitting there clawing at nothing. You're weaseling me out of some precious drops, sir. Please. Run off. Oh, God. Thank you. Dang it. I should have went for the other ones first. Dude, if I powered this up... You know... Just saying, dude, that's a free place to repair. It's just I'm really interested in, like, the neodymium that's in there and stuff. So... I don't know. I don't know if somebody made it or not. You know? I have no idea. Because currently it has no power. I really need the neodymium. And it's all yellow. Usually they're all yellow if they're like... Oh, wait. Is all my ignition on? There we go. And it is getting really rainy. And I just wish I would be on Vallejo where it's nice and not rainy. Can you please turn the friggin' lights on? Devices. Output. That one. That one. I need some bandages. While you're at it, maybe some bandages. Constructor, fridge. Take half of this. Constructor. Bandages. How do I... Oh yeah, I gotta put it on the input, right? Yeah, he's a... And then go to mobile constructor. And then bandages. Output, and then bullets. Yeah. Okay. Off the pad. sometimes I just never know whether it's me or somebody else, you know. Kill the, I actually want the lights off. Hover engine off. Turrets. Need to lights off. Okay. And then I want this multi-tool there. Reload button. Total content 0, total capacity 1200. So I think somebody came by and just drained the friggin' thing out of it and didn't have a multi-tool or know how to use that other thing, so they didn't grab this either. So this is groovy. Turning intact blocks on public structures. So technically, I could just drop a core in here and probably get more out of it, but I think a multi-tool will, in fact, take out all that it's supposed to. It doesn't chintz you like the other one. Small generator. I probably should just left it. I mean, it's got rare ore in it, but, you know, if I really want rare ore, I'm probably just gonna go to a planet and get a friggin' rare ore. I suppose I could have moved into it. It's PvP. I shouldn't even feel guilty. You know, I always do this to myself. What the hell did that person just say? Oh, he said strips. I was like, what? Who you, what? Who's watching me? You know what's interesting, though, is that alien thingamajigger over there. I'm still not exactly entirely sure where that goes. And I do have a pretty serious weapon. There's always a chance I won't even return back to this planet to get the friggin' shit. So, you know, what am I gonna do? Put all the hover vessel stuff in my friggin' thing and just wing it? I don't know. I don't like that idea. So you want to remove everything before you go and remove core. If you remove the core first, chances are generally pretty darn good that everything will disappear on you. I don't know why. Don't blame me. It just kind of works that way. So it's devices, input, Exodus. Power coil out of that. Some truss blocks, some computers, tools. Ooh, Zeskowski alloy. Yes, sir. That's some good stuff right there. Got a little bit of Neo. I'll take anything I can get. But these truss blocks, those are going to be completely useless. And so will the sandbags, pretty much. Truss blocks. And BA spawn pad. Take care of that cement. Still wishing I had my Inquisitor, man. 3 hours into it, man. Plus the Another, hour. So, oh yeah, I'm not too happy on how fast this is happening, but it certainly is solid. I die every once in a while because I don't have a turret on the top of this dang thing. I don't know, where am I gonna hide this? I think I should hide it next to my base. Yeah. So thrusters are on. Hover engines are on. It should be ready to roll. I mean, this is a good place to be. That was 2 times. Let's just hit once. There we go. This is a good place to be. If I had a T2 thingy, but I don't. I only have a T1, so it's not exactly the greatest. That should be my base that I marked. Yeah. Alright, so time me. What do we got here? Okay. These are really quick, though. I'll be back soon. She'll be back. I'm just returning to base, and I'm going to park this there until I can make a different one in the offline version node thingy. Called the Uber Snail. Because this one is very affordable, don't get me wrong. And it also unlocks it at 10, which isn't, like, terrible. I mean, it's not the best, but it could be a lot worse. And the one that I'm about to build, I think is 13 or so. I don't know what it is. But what I do know is that I need a friggin' turret really badly. Honestly, just because I'm tired of these frickin' animals eating me alive, man. I could actually invest a little bit and build an SV. Current reputation is friendly. I know. If I were to build an SV, I could explore outer space. So that might be kind of cool. Because they might have a planet up there in which I can get just a little bit of neodymium off of. Otherwise, I don't know how people do it. Because I have spent like 3 hours, and I don't even have like a tenth. Well, I do have a tenth of what I need, but not much more than a tenth. Okay, so I'm just going to park it right here. Devices. So the trick is, if I come back and all this is gone, I want to bring a few things with me. That isn't all of them. I need these. Those others are nice, but just raw ore and ingots. Is what's gonna make this come back from the dead. I don't know. Yeah, sure. That too. That too. It's protein. The other thing is anything on your person will not expire, won't perish. So you're going to want to use that to your advantage as well. If you shut off that, doesn't expire. Apparently. If you shut off the power. Frostbite, indigestion, perish time 8. Perish time 59. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. There. That's got to be it, right? That's it. That's it. We're good. Kill power. Hop out. Actually, in case I log back in and some stupid thing comes out of nowhere and freaking kills me. I don't know why they like to do that so much. Survival constructor. Always make sure you have a portable constructor on you before logging out. And you generally want 100% health. Okay, so that concludes it. This video for now. Oh my god, those raptors are still there. They don't go away, do they? Man, ain't you got nothing better to do? Seriously. Oh, here they come. Hell no, son. Get some. You want to get some? Come on. Come get some. Friggin' things. That's what happens. I know there's more down there. I'll be damned if I log in and die. Eating away at my friggin' structure. Dude, I actually got positive RP from the Talons for killing those guys. Ain't that something? They see him as a pest or something like that. Interesting. I wonder if I can go kill him on the Anthrax guys or whatever. AHAX. And they'll give me some positive rep for killing vermin on their land. Anyway, that concludes the video. I hope this was helpful to some of you, and I hope some of you just enjoyed kind of just watching me go through that, because I had a good 3 hours there. It was some interesting times there. I felt like at times where it was like I would get out of the cockpit of that thing and I would just be like a target on my head. So I'm hoping that I could show you guys how to use creator mode, and I'll edit and put a turret on top, because I can't physically make one without a large constructor, an advanced constructor off of a base. But if I spawn one in with the library, I can have basically whatever I want up to what level I have. So that's my plan. But it has to be tested a little bit, and it's pretty simple to do. But I will make that my next video. And so, you know, once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.